Today, we're going to discuss how to become the go-to expert in your industry using YouTube. Okay, your competitors are everywhere. They're on every podcast, they're speaking at every virtual summit. Their face is the one that comes to mind when people in your industry think of an expert. And you know deep down that you're better than them. You have more experience, you get better results for your clients. You've been doing this longer and you have the track record to prove it. But they have the visibility. They have the authority and they're getting the clients that should be coming to you. The go-to expert in any industry is almost never the most skilled person. They're the most visible person. They're the person who has built a system for consistently putting their ideas in front of the right audience. And the best platform for building that system currently on the planet is YouTube. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3-pillar framework that we use to turn our clients from hidden gems into the go-to experts in their field. It's not about going viral. It's not about getting millions of views. It's about strategically manufacturing authority so that when your client is looking for someone to hire, your name is the only one that comes to mind. You're an expert, but you're not an authority. What do we mean by the difference between an expert and an authority? For expertise, this talks about what you know, right? Your skills, your experience, your track record, your certifications, your years in the trenches. For an authority, that's what the market knows that you know. Your visibility, your perceived status, the gap between what is inside your head and what the world can see. The reason you're not seen as the go-to expert is because you're confusing expertise with authority. And this is a critical distinction. In the digital world, authority is not given. It's manufactured. It's built through a deliberate system of systematically putting your ideas in front of the right people consistently over time. Okay, imagine 2 consultants, right? Consultant A has 20 years of experience, incredible client results, and 0 online presence. Consultant B has 5 years of experience, decent results, and a YouTube channel with 50 videos that show up every time someone in their industry searches for help, right? Who gets the call? Consultant B every time, not because they're better, but because they are visible, right? They have manufactured authority. Your competitors are not necessarily better than you. They have just done a better job of closing the gap between expertise and authority. And YouTube is the most powerful tool on the planet for closing that gap. To build authority on YouTube, you need to install 3 pillars into your content strategy. Miss any one of these and the whole structure falls apart, right? Pillar 1 is the Contrarian Take. Pillar 2, the definitive framework, and Pillar 3, the consistent presence. Together, these 3 pillars form the foundation of go-to expert status, the strategic system that turns hidden gems into the definitive authority in their space. So let's talk about each of these 3 individually. The fastest way to get noticed in a crowded market is to have a strong, defensible opinion that goes against the conventional wisdom. You cannot become the go-to expert by saying the same things as everyone else. If you sound like everyone else, you are everyone else. You're background noise. What's an example of this, right? Everyone is telling you to do X, but they are wrong. Here is why you should do Y instead. But you can't just say this, right? You have to back it up with evidence, with experience, with results, right? We are not talking about being controversial just for the sake of it. We're not about being contrarian just to get clicks, right? You have to have a unique point of view that is born from genuine experience in working with clients, right? You have the courage to challenge the status quo because what you have seen firsthand. And what are examples of this, right? Why you shouldn't ask for subscribers, why your perfect videos are hurting your channel, why most YouTube gurus are wrong about growth, right? These titles make people stop and think. They're also true. And the person who makes them think is the person they see as the authority, right? The person who confirms what everyone already believes is forgettable. The person who challenges what everyone believes is memorable. Okay, let's talk about pillar number 2. It's not enough to have a contrarian take, right? You have to back it up with a clear proprietary system that shows people how to get results, right? This is your methodology, your signature process, the thing that only you do in the way that only you do it. Let's compare these 2 systems of content. Tips and tricks, right? This is a commodity, right? Everyone has tips. They're forgettable, interchangeable, and do not build authority, right? A system is proprietary, valuable, something people pay for. When you showcase your system on YouTube, you are pre-selling your service. Your framework takes a complex problem and makes it simple. It gives people a mental model for your understanding of the world, and the person who provides the model is the one who owns the conversation. When someone uses your framework to think about their problem, you've already won. You're in their head. You're the expert, right? You should give away the entire framework. You should show every step. You should hide nothing because your ideal client, the one who can afford to pay you $12,000 or more, has more money than time. They will watch your framework, understand exactly what needs to be done, and think, I could do this myself, but why don't I just pay this person, right? The people who watch your framework and do it themselves were never going to be your clients anyway, because they have more time than money. So you just let them go, right? They're not your people. You're letting people self-select before you even talk to them. And thirdly, we need to realize that authority is not built in a day, right? It's not built in one video. It's built over time through repetition, through showing up when no one is watching, through being the person who is always there. There is a compounding effect to consistency. For example, after 10 videos, maybe you're a creator. After 30, maybe you're a resource. After 50, you might be the go-to expert when people think about your field. The algorithm also rewards consistency. And more importantly, your audience rewards consistency. Your ideal client discovers your channel and sees that you have been showing up every week for months, delivering insightful, valuable content, and they start to trust you. They start to rely on you. You become a fixture in their world. And when they're finally ready to hire somebody, you're the only person they think of. Not because you pitched them, not because you cold called them, but because you were consistently, reliably present, right? You need to take up space. This is why we say batching your content is so critical, because it allows you to be present without burning out. By doing everything in batches, you can create a full quarter of content in just weeks, and you eliminate context switching, which is a good way to wear your brain out. Then you let the system run and you focus on serving your clients, right? Consistency is the engine of authority. So what should you be doing right now? Ask yourself these 3 questions, okay? What is my core contrarian take? What is the one thing I believe that most people in my industry get wrong? If you cannot answer this, you do not have a point of view yet. And without a point of view, you're invisible. Number 2, what is my definitive framework, right? How can I package my expertise into a simple proprietary system that I can teach on YouTube? If you do not have one, create one. You have one, you just maybe haven't put it on paper. Then you need to name it, then you need to own it. Number 3, how can I be more consistent? Can I batch my content? Can I commit to 1 video per week for the next 12 weeks? This is your first step to closing the gap between expertise and authority. If you're struggling to answer these questions, especially the first 2, it's probably because your niche is too broad, right? It's impossible to have a contrarian take or a definitive framework if you're trying to be everything to everyone. The foundation of all authority is specificity. You have to be the expert in one thing for one type of person. And that's exactly what I cover in my video titled, Why Your Niche is Too Broad and It's Killing Your Channel. I'm going to link that video in the description below. Go have a look at it if that's something that sounds interesting to you. If you listen to this video and it feels like something was unclear or you have questions about anything I discussed, post those questions in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I will see you in that next video, which is linked in the description below.